Watch Selinsgrove Seals boys basketball and wrestling on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel all winter long. You'll be able to watch each regular season basketball game and dual meet wrestling matches this season on your smart TV or mobile device. Just go to YouTube and search SBC Sports Live and click subscribe. Selinsgrove Seals play on SBC Sports Live.
It's a Seals game night in the Grove, and it's senior night as well as the Selinsgrove Seals play host to the Central Mountain Wildcats. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you. As I mentioned, it is senior night for the four seniors here this evening for the Selinsgrove Seals, and we're going to set it now to our PA announcer for tonight's ceremonies. Then we'll be back to preview the game right here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Our next senior is number 12, Ryan Wright. Ryan is being escorted by his mom, Jenny, and his dad, Skip. In high school, Ryan participates in baseball and basketball and is also a member of our honors choir. Plans for the future to attend Seton Hall and play baseball. His favorite memory? The sporting event bus rides. Apparently, they are a lot of fun. Give it up for Ryan Wright. Next we have number 15, senior Terrell Gates. Terrell's being escorted by his mom, Daniel Marie, and his dad, Tyler. In high school, Tyrell played basketball, and his favorite activity was hanging out with his friends and his family. His plans for the future are the workforce and decide whether to take on a trade or continue his education, majoring in physical therapy. Give it up for Tyrell Gates. One more round of applause for our seniors. Thank you for the last 4 years. We do have one more senior recognized from Central Mountain. I apologize. And that's number 25, Ethan Simmons. I'm very sorry, Ethan. parents or friends would like to take some photos, you're welcome to come out to the floor and do that right now.
So there you have it, the senior night festivities wrapping up here at Selinsgrove High School. Congratulations again to this year's class, Terrell Gates, Nathaniel Hackenberger, Ryan Wright, and Isaiah Ulrich. All, of course, will see valuable action later on in just a little bit as the Seals get set to play host with the Central Mountain Wildcats. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer, and the rest of our SBC Sports Live crew here with you as we continue to count down the tip-off between the Seals and the Wildcats. Ray, good to be back with you, and the Seals team trying to snap an 8-game losing streak. Central Mountain trying to snap a 4-game losing streak, so something's going to give tonight. Both these teams, believe it or not, still in the thick of things for the District 4-6 playoffs. A lot so for Central Mountain. For Selinsgrove, basically have to run the table at this point. But in talking to Justin Kaiser before the game, that's the focus, and really that's the mentality, and that's something that this team is set to play for now the rest of the way here, dealing with a one-win season.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice to have a goal, an obtainable goal. Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to do it, but at this point where you struggled all season, but yet there's still light at the end of the tunnel that, hey, guys, if we play well, we have a chance. And watching these guys play, and I said this in the game against Danville, Matt, these kids are playing their hearts out, and that's a credit to Coach Kaiser. It's a credit to the kids. That 1-12, you can put your head down and say, this season's over. But these kids have been fighting hard all season, so that's just a real credit to Coach Kaiser and to the players. That hey, they're still got something to play for, and as you mentioned there, with the possible sub-regional playoffs, anything can happen.
That's exactly right. And also talking to Justin before the game, the frustration is certainly there for this squad, and there's been times where you think maybe they're finally broken, but no, they find a way to set it aside, get back to practice, and get better, as Justin said, and that's been a credit also to this senior class too. And Coach Kaiser mentioning this has been the best senior class to have in his first season.
Oh yeah, there's quality kids. Those 4 kids that were honored there before the game, Matt, are all quality kids. They're smart kids. 3 of them said they were going to go to be engineers, and that's amazing that you have
better them than any of us, right?
Yeah. They're outstanding students, and you're right. For Coach Kaiser, this obviously isn't the way the season was wanted to turn out in your first year coaching, but to have seniors that won't quit and are still trying to pull everybody along, and I know these kids, and there doesn't seem to be much dissension on the team. They're all playing hard, like we said, and you look at them and they're smiling, they're having a good time, they enjoy each other being around, and that goes a long way for that's what sports are all about. Have fun.
That's exactly right, and it's not like this team is still far off. It sounds almost repetitive to say, especially when you're a 1-13 team, but they really are close. They believe it, and I know you believe it too.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I have some of the seniors in class. I have Isaiah Ulrich and Ryan Wright, and we talk about the game in calculus class before school starts, and I say, tonight's the night, and they both agreed that tonight is the night. So, talk's cheap, but if they play like they did against Danville, if they play like they did most of the time against Shamokin, they could easily beat Central Mountain, but that's the big if.
That's exactly right. This is a Central Mountain team that's pretty interesting, Ray. They're only 1-6 on the road this season, 4-9 overall. But you look at this team, and maybe the record really doesn't tell the whole tale, because you look up and down this schedule, they have played a very tough non-conference and conference schedule. And I've mentioned before, they're on a 4-game losing streak. The last 4 games at Huntington, at Montoursville, a 3-point loss to Danville, and they're coming off a really scrappy loss and a dogfight type of a loss at Lewisburg the other night, as they now get ready for the Seals tonight.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Central Mountain play. We're going to see them again next Friday at their place. But you look at that schedule, they knocked off Mifflinburg. And Mifflinburg's currently in first place in the league and gave everything Lewisburg could handle the other night. So, yeah, their record is deceiving, just like the Seals. You watch them play and you think, wow, they should be better than their record. So it'll be very interesting, close game, and it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, they've split with Jersey Shore this season. They've split with Montoursville, and they've also split with Shamokin as well. They have that second Till coming up with Mifflinburg, as you mentioned, Ray, a little bit later on. Well, we continue to count down to tip-off here from Selinsgrove High School. It is the Seals and the Central Mountain Wildcats coming up on senior night as we continue on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
A one-of-a-kind experience that you will want to relive time and time again. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge. Their team painstakingly focuses on every detail to ensure that every aspect of your experience is truly breathtaking. Whether it's a date night, special occasion, private events, both big and small, from beginning to end, Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge offers a truly remarkable experience that you and your loved ones will cherish forever. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge, Selinsgrove. 1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com.
New year, new traditions, and all new models here at W&L Subaru. Start those new family traditions in a third-row Subaru Ascent with the best symmetrical all-wheel drive system and up to 27 miles per gallon. Or get off the beaten path in the all-new 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness Edition with even greater ground clearance and upgraded interior and exterior features to handle any adventure. See us off Route 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
We got 5 platinums, Mechanicsburg, Lancaster. We got 5 platinums, Harrisburg, Carlisle. We got 5 platinums. Yes, we open Selinsgrove. We got 5 platinums, and you know we get you done. There is absolutely no better time to sell or trade your vehicle. Visit us at one of our 5 locations or creditpa.com. Platinum, baby.
A new year brings new savings and 1.9% financing on these select vehicles at Sunbury Motors Ford. You'll appreciate the safety and technology features as well as the savings on this 21 Ford F-150. Enjoy intelligent access with push-button start and the 1.9% financing on this 21 Ford Escape. Experience a high-value modern machine with its LED signature lighting when driving this 22 Ford Explorer.
With our lowest price promise, SMC is where you want to be for your new Ford F-150.
We got 5 platinums, Mechanicsburg, Lancaster. We got 5 platinums, Harrisburg, Carlisle. We got 5 platinums. Yes, we open Selinsgrove. We got 5 platinums, and you know we get you done. There is absolutely no better time to sell or trade your vehicle. Visit us at one of our 5 locations or creditpa.com. Platinum, baby.
Back here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel, Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you as we continue counting down to tip-off between the Selinsgrove Seals and the Central Mountain Wildcats, and a big one tonight, not only in Half 1 play, but for the District 4-6 sub-regional playoffs as well. It is senior night for the Seals as well. We just finished up all of our pregame ceremonies for the Seals. Tyrell Gates, Nathaniel Hackenberger, Ryan Wright, Isaiah Ulrich all honored today before the game, as well as senior cheerleader Sophia Raymer. And also a nice gesture, too, Ray, as you saw Justin Kaiser had a little something for all the Central Mountain seniors visiting tonight, too.
Yeah, we noticed that up at Mifflin County.
That's
Mifflin
right.
County's coach honored our seniors, and that's a really nice touch. That's a class act by a program to honor the other team's seniors. And, you know, you're fighting against these guys. They're your enemy on the court, and, you know, coaches are going at each other, but you don't have anything more in common with the other players and the other coaches. So, you know, when you go down to it, it's funny, like I'd go to Penn State and I'd see a rival high school kid and like, hey, you're from Danville. And all of a sudden, like, oh, you're from Shikellamy or whatever. And, you know, you're no longer rivals. It's funny how, the border lines and that color uniform, this color uniform. But when it gets down to it, you have nothing more in common than your fellow opponents.
That's exactly right. And credit to the Central Mountain parents. It's been a little bit of a snowy day here, and they've made the trip out from Mill Hall to come out here tonight.
Yeah, I was watching my email all day thinking, Boy, I don't know if I'd want to get on a bus and go up there, but they came down. I talked to some of the parents before the game, and they said it wasn't bad at all. So let's hope it stays that way for the trip home for them.
Absolutely. And as far as this game goes here tonight, Ray, somebody's going to get a win and snap a losing streak for the Seals. It'd be 8 in a row for the Central Mountain Wildcats. It would be 4 in a row, and just talking earlier about how it being senior night, the kind of year that this team has endured, going 1-13. If anything, you have to pretty much run the table for the Seals if you're going to have any shot at making the sub-regional playoffs. But a win here tonight would certainly be the highlight of the season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Matt. So far, a lot of emotion here. It's your last Friday night game in your career. You're not going to have any home playoffs or anything like that. So sometimes you just go through the season as a senior, and before you know it, your time's up. And the emotion of this all, is probably in the back of these guys' minds. But right now they got to be thinking, hey, let's get this win. And if you're an underclassman, you want to say, hey, let's put these seniors, let's give them a night to remember and play your guts out for those kids.
Absolutely. And talking to Justin Kaiser before the game, he really wants nothing more than a win for this senior class here tonight, considering how they've been able to lead the way through such a tough season and kind of have that example for some of the younger guys.
Yeah, we've talked to the seniors. Like I said, I have Ryan and Isaiah in class and talking about being leadership, and those guys they're on it. They care very much about their teammates, and it's just like we said before. It's a fun group to be around. They don't take each other too seriously. They compete like the best they can, and they are fun to watch, despite the record. And you're rooting so hard for them because they are playing so hard.
That's exactly right. And now I got to ask you this: since you see them in the classroom, about 3 out of 4 of these guys are going on to study for engineering. Or is that the right move for them?
Oh, absolutely. They have a great calculus teacher, so
that's also true.
No, I'll take no credit. These kids, and the same thing in the classroom. They work their tail off, and that goes a long way when you work really hard at something. Hard work pays off, and it will certainly pay off for those kids.
It's all you can ask for when it comes to that, being an example in the classroom and also on the court. Well, it'll be the 4 seniors getting the start tonight. No surprise there. Not that's much of a change anyway from normal circumstances. Tyrell Gates, Nate Hackenberger, Ryan Wright, Isaiah Ulrich will all get the start tonight. Blake Haddon will be your other starter as well to round out the starting 5 for the Selinsgrove Seals under the direction of first-year head coach Justin Kaiser. And for Central Mountain under the direction of head coach Tyler Bardo, your starting 5 looks like this. Jack Hanna, number 0. Number 3, Hayden Pardo. Number 10, Brett Gerlach. Number 14, Caden McCloskey. Number 24, Ashton Probst. And you look at that lineup, and that is an all-senior-driven lineup as well, minus Jack Hanna, who's been having a terrific season leading the way. And really, it's been Jack Hanna and Hayden Pardo leading the way in scoring, but also rebounding and assists. You look at those are the leaders in those first 3 categories for this Wildcat team.
Yeah, they're very important players. And Pardo against Lewisburg the other night had 6 threes. So the Seals, whether they're playing man or playing zone, they better know where number 3 is at. 6 threes is impressive in a game.
And you also have Kate McCloskey, too, who's towards the top, who's 3rd right now, actually, in scoring, and also been a pretty good rebounder, too. Same with Ashton Probst. Really, you got to go up and down the starting 5 altogether. You have the leading steal leader as well, and Brett Gerlach on the offensive end, or on the defensive end, I should say, for the Central Mountain Wildcats. Opening tip-off is coming up in just a few here from Selinsgrove. It's the Seals and Central Mountain coming up on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com. At Murray Motors Chevrolet, they want you to think fast. Murray Motors Chevrolet, synonymous for great customer care and service, now has a huge inventory of sports cars. That's right, sports cars. Find all makes and all models on the lot at Murray Motors Chevrolet in Selinsgrove. When you have that need for speed, there's only one stop, Murray Motors Chevrolet, Selinsgrove, and online at murraychevy.com.
We got 5 platinums, Mechanicsburg, Lancaster. We got 5 platinums, Harrisburg, Carlisle. We got 5 platinums. Yes, we opened Selinsgrove. We got 5 platinums, and you know we get you done. There is absolutely no better time to sell or trade your vehicle. Visit us at one of our 5 locations or creditpa.com. Platinum, baby.
At Murray Motors Chevrolet, they want you to think fast. Murray Motors Chevrolet, synonymous for great customer care and service, now has a huge inventory of sports cars. That's right, sports cars. Find all makes and all models on the lot at Murray Motors Chevrolet in Selinsgrove. When you have that need for speed, there's only one stop. Murray Motors Chevrolet, Selinsgrove, and online at murraychevy.com. A one-of-a-kind experience that you will want to relive time and time again. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge. Their team painstakingly focuses on every detail to ensure that every aspect of your experience is truly breathtaking. Whether it's a date night, special occasion, private events, both big and small, from beginning to end, Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge offers a truly remarkable experience that you and your loved ones will cherish forever. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge, Selinsgrove.
New year, new traditions, and all new models here at W&L Subaru. Start those new family traditions in a third-row Subaru Ascent with the best symmetrical all-wheel drive system and up to 27 miles per gallon. Or get off the beaten path in the all-new 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness Edition with even greater ground clearance and upgraded interior and exterior features to handle any adventure. See us off Route 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
A new year brings new savings and 1.9% financing on these select vehicles at Sunbury Motors Ford. You'll appreciate the safety and technology features as well as the savings on this 21 Ford F-150. Enjoy intelligent access with push-button start and the 1.9% financing on this 21 Ford Escape. Experience a high-value modern machine with its LED signature lighting when driving this 22 Ford Explorer.
With our lowest price promise, SMC is where you want to be for your new Ford F-150.
At Murray Motors Chevrolet, they want you to think fast. Murray Motors Chevrolet, synonymous for great customer care and service, now has a huge inventory of sports cars. That's right, sports cars. Find all makes and all models on the lot at Murray Motors Chevrolet in Selinsgrove. When you have that need for speed, there's only one stop. Murray Motors Chevrolet, Selinsgrove, and online at murraychevy.com.
Back here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel, Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you, along with the rest of our SBC Sports Live crew, as we're just about ready for tip-off here from the Grove. It is a Seals game night on senior night for the Seals as they play host to the Central Mountain Wildcats. Wildcats coming in on a 4-game losing streak, 4-9 on the year, and the Seals coming in at 1-13 on the year, trying to snap an 8-game losing streak and send these seniors off on a high note, at least for now, and getting their last Friday night home win in their career.
Yeah, that would be a really nice way to get the season turned around a little bit. And like we said, there's still a chance, you know, as crazy as it sounds, Matt, there's a chance they can make the playoffs, and they're going to have to do it with consistency. We've talked all year about no stinky quarters. They've just had one quarter here or there that they just – just that bad quarter, and they couldn't dig their way out. So 4 quarters is the recipe tonight if we want to have the seniors come out with a nice win.
And that's virtually going to be the game plan for the rest of the season. But at least as we talked about before, Ray, when you are a one-win team, to still have that in front of you and at least something to still play for at this point of the year besides a senior night, that certainly helps keep your focus.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just great that it's set up that they have a chance. So, but you got to take advantage of it. You have an opportunity, and let's see how they play. You got 4 seniors on the floor, and let's see if they can respond.
All 4 seniors getting the start here tonight: Tyrell Gates, Nate Hackenberger, Ryan Wright, and Isaiah Ulrich. And Blake Haddon also getting the start tonight to round out the starting 5 for the Seals, as they were all honored pregame, along with senior cheerleader Sophia Raymer. And Central Mountain has their starting 5 ready to go, and Jack Hanna, Hayden Pardo, Brett Gerlach, Cade McCloskey, and Ashton Props. And they got a little something from the Seals beforehand, those seniors from Central Mountain, as they make the trip out. And just about ready for the opening tip.
It's funny when we looked at on Max Preps at the heights of the Central Mountain players, they all either said 6 foot or 5 foot. So now I'm getting a good look to see how tall they are. They match up pretty well with the Seals. About all players are about the same height.
Yeah, these are all definite approximates as off we go.
Yeah.
Literally 5-0 or 6-0 is exactly right as what's listed here. But off we go, and Central Mountain has the possession to begin this one.
And Selinsgrove starting out in their traditional man-to-man.
Shot fake there by Hayden Pardo. As you mentioned, Ray, 6 threes in the loss to Lewisburg. Misses there, and there's Isaiah Ulrich bringing it up court. Ulrich trying to split the D, and nothing doing there. That's Props with the rebound.
Yeah, good take by Isaiah. I thought maybe he was going to draw the foul, but no call by the ref.
Jack Hanna drives and gets it to go for 2. The leading scorer for the Wildcats strikes first.
Hanna looks like a pretty quick player. We'll want to find out if he has a weak hand, make him go left.
Hackenberger for 3. That's off the back of the rim. Gates able to rip down the offensive rebound. Was stripped. And good work there by the senior as the Seals will keep it.
Yeah, Tyrell's missed a lot of games with ankle injuries, but when he's in there, he's pretty effective. He gets some rebounds and some nice putbacks.
He's been that big spark off the bench. In particular, it came in the loss at Mifflin County and others games, but that particular stands out. Seals nearly turned it over, but they have the ball back. Haddon trying to go baseline, kicks it back. Ulrich for 3. Got it! Isaiah Ulrich gets it going for the Seals with their first lead.
Seals going right to their 2-2-1 press. That's been pretty good the last couple games.
First minute and a half gone by. Haddon with nearly the steal there as Hanna was trying to get it to Pardo near wing. And it'll be a throw-in here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Blake needs to get there just a half a step sooner, and he'll be able to control that and get a turnover for his team.
Pass over to Cade McCloskey. Now trying to go inside for Probst. Good D again from Gates. Almost had it there on the strip. Then the block from Ryan Wright on Brett Gerlach. Back in transition come the Seals. Reich was stripped, kicks it back. Ulrich again for 3. Now McCloskey will bring it back up court. Trying to pick up the pace, and Haddon with the slap away there, and Central Mountain will keep it. Active hands early on defensively for the Seals.
Yeah, and Ryan Wright gave up his body to get that ball back for the Seals. Came down on the floor hard. I'm sure the baseball coaches were holding their breath on that play.
Of course, on his way to Seton Hall to keep that baseball career going. Offensive rebound there for Hanna. Driving on Reich. Offensive foul called the other way. Good job by the senior to set his feet and get the charge.
Yeah, Ryan is the best defender on the team, and he showed it right there, able to pick up the charge.
Seals with the early lead. Pretty good crowd on hand here, including the student section. Haddon working against Props. Lost it. Hackenberger right there. Try to kick it out. Ulrich thinking 3. Reich splits the D again. That's blocked. Then picked back up by Ulrich to lay it in. He's got all 5 points for the Seals.
Yeah, heads-up play by Isaiah to follow Ryan's shot and be able to put it right back in.
All the way in the corner open. And that's back to Pardo for 3. He's 0 for 2 to start from beyond the arc. After the monster game against the Green Dragons Monday night. Man-to-man defensively for Central Mountain as well. Seals working the dribble handoff. Nearly stolen there by Gerlach.
Seals being very deliberate on offense here, which is okay.
Hackenberger kicks it back out to Ulrich. You know, this is the former good habits that Justin Kaiser has been preaching that they need to have here, especially in the offensive end, as Reich had a couple of chances there, unable to convert.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. It was good patience by the Seals, and they got a good shot, just couldn't make it.
McCloskey lost it. Again, a swipe there from Blake Haddon, but the Wildcats will keep it.
You have Gates out on the floor along with Hackenberger. That's two really good defenders that normally come off the bench and spark, and now they're starting the game and playing pretty good D.
And the first foul of the game is Cade McCloskey will head to the line for the first time tonight. And they'll get Hackenberger there for the call. McCloskey, third on the team in scoring coming into tonight, just under 11 points per game. Tied for second for the team in rebounds with just over 4 per game.
And opponents this year, Matt, have shot 72% against the Seals, which is incredible for high school players on a team.
And one of the many issues that have given the Seals some fits this year as they lead by 2. Gates, nice move there on McCloskey, but he lost it there, and it'll go back to Central Mountain.
Yeah, good idea by Tyrell there to take it to the hoop, just lost the handle. Seals back in their 2-2-1 press.
Of course, we talked about you can't have the stinky quarters that have hurt this team for such a long time. They've been virtually outscored in every quarter, but first quarters have been better as you get the steal there from Blake Haddon.
And part of that reason's been their press. The press has been pretty effective the last couple games. It's making teams change their offense.
Haddon, good look for Reich, but shot to go up there was cut off. Good recovery there from Pardo. Now Reich, nice cut inside and lays it in. Nicely done there by the senior.
Yeah, good execution of the offense. Blake Haddon set a nice screen. Ryan went off it hard, and Isaiah found him for the easy bucket.
Now Hanna coming back the other way. He'll be heading to the free throw line. As Reich became the only other Seals player to score so far tonight. The other 5 from Isaiah Ulrich. As Jack Hanna heads to the line now for 2. Foul is on Reich. That's his first.
Yeah, I thought maybe that I didn't know if they were going to call that on Blake or Ryan, and it did go on Ryan.
And it misses the first. Spencer George in for the first time tonight, along with the stud freshman Gavin Bastian. And Essex Taylor checks in for Central Mountain. As Hanna finishes up his second, leading scorer with just over 13 points per game and under 4 assists per game, which also leads the team. And he misses both.
Maybe that little 72% stat is getting in their head.
So a 1 for 4 start at the free throw line for Central Mountain. Ulrich finds George. Shot fake there. Coming off the bench tonight, so the seniors can get the start. Got 2 players in the corner. Got to fix that spacing, and pass was tipped. It'll stay with Selinsgrove.
Yeah, watch for Isaiah coming off a screen in the paint to get a shot at the top, and Central Mountain calling a timeout.
2:19 to go here in the opening quarter. 7-3 with the Seals in front. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you on senior night. Not a bad start for the Seals, Ray, as they've been active defensively and they've been able to show some patience on the offensive end, and they've been able to knock down some good looks.
Yeah, and they're executing their offense a little better. Ryan got that last cut off a really good screen by Blake, and that's what we talked about. If you run that offense correctly, you're going to get the open passes, cut down on the turnovers, and so far so good for the Seals.
Seals trying to snap an 8-game losing streak with a win tonight. Central Mountain just 1 road win all year for them. They carry a 4-game losing streak into tonight. Off the inbound, working over to Gavin Bastian. Tight defense there from McCloskey. Bastian drives, lays it up, can't get the roll. Reich will let it go, and it was off a Wildcat.
Yeah, you like to see that the Wildcat defender up in Gavin Bastian's face, and Gavin had to take it to the hole, and he did. And yeah, he had a good look at it, just didn't make it.
Ulrich finds a lane, kicks it back to Bastian. Now goes back to Reich. Good shot fake there. Nice strong drive for 2 for Ryan Wright. It's been Wright and Ulrich for the scoring so far for the Seals.
And that's a good recipe for the Seals to follow. Your 2 senior guards taking it to the Wildcats early.
And here's the press again from the Seals. Wildcats break it up. Hanna trying to get some contact. Floats it for 2, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, Jack Hanna is a nice ball player. He's very athletic, very quick.
4 points for him on the night so far. Reich was trying to drive there and force it, and somehow got that to go off a Central Mountain Wildcat.
Yeah, I didn't quite see it there. It was blocked, but from up here it kind of looked like maybe Ryan was the last one to touch it, but the Seals get a break on senior night.
That was my thought too, but Seals will take the call. Haddon and Hackenberger back in. Meanwhile, Bastian gives it to Haddon, floats it for 2, gets it to go. Blake Haddon on the board for the Seals.
Nice little hook shot by Blake. Good feed from Bastian.
Under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Some troubles here for Central Mountain against this Selinsgrove press. And Props just throws it up. Nothing doing there. Taylor going after it. Jump ball called. And it goes back to the Seals again. Very active defensively. Hands in the faces of Wildcats.
Yeah, and there again, the press, they didn't get the turnover, but they made the other team force a shot that they didn't want to take. And they didn't run any offense. Seals don't waste any energy on defense. Great job by the press.
Now the Seals can go 2 for 1 here. Bastian kicks it out. George driving, throws it up for 2, nothing doing. And then a foul the other way. Looks like they'll get George for that loose ball foul.
Yeah, Spencer took it to the hoop and missed a shot and a little frustration and picked up a foul.
First on George, third on the Seals. Under 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Seals with their largest lead at 6. Again, press broken up. Good backdoor pass, but unable to handle it there was Essex Taylor.
Again, they're trying to force a shot. Seals definitely should hold it for 1 here.
Down to 10 seconds. Hackenberger inside for George. George trying to muscle his way through. Floats it up for 2, and he gets it to go. 5 seconds in the quarter. Hanna goes to the other side. 1 second. Got to get it off. This will count, and that will do it for the opening quarter. One of the best opening quarters we've seen all year from the Seals. A good night to do it here on senior night. They have their largest lead at 8 after 1 here on SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com.
Start of the second quarter here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you. Senior night for the Seals, and it's off to a good start. One of the better quarters we've seen from the Seals, Ray, all year. Largest lead at 8 at 13-5, and you mentioned it, the recipe for success. Trust your seniors, and I would say 3/4 of the scoring has come from the seniors, in particular Isaiah Ulrich. and Ryan Wright.
Yeah, and it's Isaiah's making his baskets. Ryan's doing all the dirty work for the Seals, and that's been what those two kids have done all year. But the Seals' defense has been outstanding, holding the Wildcats to 5 points, and 1 quarter down and 3 to go.
5 in that quarter for Isaiah Ulrich, 4 for Reich, 1 for Spencer George, and 1 for Blake Haddon. And there's your scoring for the Seals in that opening quarter. For Central Mountain, 4 of the 5 has come from Jack Hanna, but that's been it, as the Seals have had some really active defense, especially with hands and faces of Wildcats. And there's Ulrich off the Hanna miss.
Coach Kaiser has his starting group in with the 4 seniors again.
Of course, for senior night, good defense there from Hanna, just stripping away from Reich. And Reich somehow gets it back, but then Hanna gets it back underneath the basket. Now we'll throw it up for 2. Got it, and a foul.
Tough break for the Seals there. Ryan got his pocket picked, hustled, made it, and got his pocket picked again. And great hustle by Jack Hanna with a tough basket.
That is really unlucky for Ryan Reich. Normally that doesn't happen to you just by the seal of play. If you're able to hustle after you make a mistake, normally the ball will go in your favor. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that time.
Yeah,
3-point play the old-fashioned way.
And more bad news, that's his second foul. So now Coach Kaiser has the decision. How long does he let Ryan rest? Or, I guess it goes on the flow of the game if you keep him out or put him back in.
We'll see, especially early on, just 40 seconds gone by here in the second. Seals lead down to 5. Some press now from Central Mountain that gave Selinsgrove a little bit of struggles, but they crossed it anyway.
Yeah, Central Mountain trying a half-court trap as well, and almost got a turnover, deflected pass out of bounds.
Levi Schlesinger in for Central Mountain, by the way. Ulrich over to Gates. Now go inside for Haddon. Down in the post. Haddon nearly had it stripped. Active defense as well now from Central Mountain. And Taylor strips Haddon from behind. So not a great start here offensively for the Seals here in the second with 2 turnovers.
Yeah, Blake had a lot of hands at him, and was good job by Central Mountain. Good defense to get the turnover.
Hanna working against Reese Noggle, and he turns it over.
Yeah, he had 2 pivot feet there, and referee Haney all over that call.
Hayden Pardo, Owen Person in for the Wildcats. And up comes the trap again.
Yep, 1-2-2, 3-quarter court trap.
And wide open is Hackenberger underneath the basket, and he gets it to go. Good find by the senior and Tyrell Gates.
Yeah, Tyrell made a nice pass. I don't like the angle Nate took, but he made the shot.
Lead back up to 7 for the Seals. Pardo worked around to Person. Now Hanna. Hanna inside for Essex Taylor. Working against Ulrich. Taylor, nothing doing. Travel called. 2 straight travels here against Central Mountain on the last 2 possessions.
Yeah, he tried a drop step there, and he did not dribble with the drop step, and that is a walk.
Seals break up the trap nicely. Wide open was George, and Hanna read that perfectly.
Yeah, great hustle by Hanna to get back on defense and able to get the pass.
And then a nice move inside. Man, is he quick.
Yeah, he's a nice player. I like watching this kid play.
9 points already for the Wildcats junior. 9 of the 10. And the Seals turn it over there again with an errant pass.
Yeah, Seals are tempted with getting that layup. They're getting a guy underneath, and they haven't converted yet. There's a guy wide open, and they haven't either completed the pass or they've missed the shot. So it's there. They just got to execute it.
I think that time and even the time before, though it worked last time for Hackenberger, is you always have to be a step ahead, and sometimes when you have those opportunities like that, if you're not, you're going to turn it over.
Right.
Seals will look for the stop now as the lead back down to 5. Pardo misses there, and that'll go back to the Seals.
Good defense by Isaiah Ulrich being tough in the post there, and Wildcats tipped that out of bounds. Again, from this angle, I thought it might have been out on Tyrell Gates, but referees had a better look than we did.
And Gavin Bastian back in. Some quick substitutions tonight for Justin Kaiser as again the Seals nearly turn it over.
Yeah, when you're throwing those long passes, you got to set it up with a fake or a no-look. You can't telegraph it because the Wildcats are really hustling, and if you let them know where they're passing, they're going to get there.
Noggle gives it over to Bastian now. Back inside for Ulrich on the backdoor cut, and he lays it in. Give him 7 now for number 5.
Yeah, great post move by Isaiah. You usually see him out on the perimeter. He made a really nice post move there to pick up the bucket.
Hanna with nowhere to go. Corner 3 for Schlesinger. Got it. And that is the second 3 of the game, or first 3 of the game, I should say, for Central Mountain. Lead back down to 5. Bastian to George. Nothing doing. Gets his own rebound and nothing doing again.
Yeah, Seals had a good look and unable to convert. Now they need to get a stop.
Almost halfway through the second quarter. Seals have led by as many as 8. Up 5 now. George almost had the pocket pick there of Hanna. Loose ball picked up by Person, and that time Haddon rips it away and he's fouled.
Yeah, good rebound by Blake. He got up above everybody, pulled it down, and the Schlesinger was on his arm.
Brett Gerlach and Cade McCloskey back in for Central Mountain. And Ryan Wright with the 2 personal fouls is back in there for the Seals.
Coach Kaiser rolling the dice a little, up 5. Ryan's a heady player. He's got to be smart.
And I think in this situation, I like it. I mean, with everything that's gone wrong, why not at this case? And you can trust your senior, but the Seals turned it over.
Yeah, Gavin got his feet tangled up there when he tried to make a baseline move and got called for the travel.
But I like the call there for Justin.
Yeah, I will too, if he doesn't pick up a 3rd foul.
Floater there, no good from Pardo, and the putback there from Schlesinger. Seals lead down to 3. Reich kicks it back to Bastian. Bastian back to Noggle. He'll drive baseline. Good ball movement from the Seals. And Spencer George with the finish.
Yeah, great pass there by Reese Noggle. Found Spencer wide open under, and Spencer able to convert.
Again, that's the recipe to success for this Justin Kaiser offense is move the ball. Meanwhile, Haddon with another nice read there defensively.
Blake does a nice job on that press. He's got the 20-foot arms, and he's hustling. He knows where the pass is going, and he's a good presser.
Using that length to his advantage. Spencer George wide open again in the paint. Good find from Gavin Bastian. Seals back up 7.
Yeah, Spencer's getting a lot of help from his friends tonight. Getting some really nice passes, getting some easy baskets.
And they'll get Blake Haddon there for the block. So that will be the 5th team foul for the Seals, first on Haddon. Gates back in for Spencer George.
Yeah, Spencer had nice minutes there. Got 4 quick points for the Seals.
Wide open down by the baseline, but he stepped out of bounds. There was McCloskey.
Yeah, McCluskey got wide open, kind of got lost by the Seals defense, and fortunately for the Seals, he stepped out of bounds.
Seals looking for their largest lead of the game. Haddon for 3. Good hustle from Bastian. Nearly had the offensive board there, but loose ball picked up by Ashton Probst. McCloskey thought about a 3, goes inside for Schlesinger, and he traveled.
Yeah, he caught it, and he took 2 steps right in front of the referee. Another good break by the Seals. It looked like they were going to give up a layup, and Central turned it over.
Few travel calls against this Central team tonight so far. Haddon thinking 3. Try to go cross court there. Dangerous pass was swatted away by McCloskey. Seals will keep it.
Isaiah Ulrich back in the game for Reese Noggle. And the Seals defense, Matt, and not only did they play good half-court defense, but they have limited Central Mountain to no transition baskets,
Absolutely.
Which is huge.
And Gates wide open again. Another nice pass from the freshman Gavin Bastian. Largest lead now for the Seals at 9.
Yeah, great execution of the inbounds play. Tyrell wide open underneath.
And now Another turnover as Gerlach tried to split the D. Haddon gets the loose ball.
Seals are going to run pass and cut here.
There's Ulrich right there with a nice cut. Trying to find some room to work with, and he got stripped from behind. But then Haddon gets it right back again. Terrific defense from number 32. And then backcourt going to be called there on Ryan Wright. That was a tough one there.
Yeah, it was. It was a good call by Matt Haney right in front of us. Made the correct call. Ryan didn't get his feet established before he touched the ball.
So now Haddon will head back to the bench, and Hackenberger back in. Haven't seen a whole lot of these quick rotations, Ray. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's been working, and I think that's kind of kept everybody fresh.
Yeah, good job by Coach Kaiser. He is shifting bodies quite a bit here, and it's working for the Seals.
Hannah thinking three, back to Pardo. Nice cut from Gerlach, unable to finish, but then the putback is good from Ashton Probst as we're under a minute to go in the half. Seals trying to pick up the pace. Bastian unable to get that one to go. Wildcats in transition now, and then a miscommunication.
Yeah, the Wildcats transition, we said the Seals are playing good transition defense, but the Wildcats are just turning it over. They're forcing too much on the fast break and not getting any opportunities.
And again, the Seals in a spot to go 2 for 1 here, as they did at the end of the first quarter.
If I'm Coach Kaiser, I might say, hey, let's just hold it for one. But
Isaiah Ulrich had other ideas.
Yeah, yes, he did. Yeah, I guess you don't argue when your best shooter has an open look.
We'll see if Central Mountain will wind it down, and they'll get Gates for the reach-in. 6th team foul, so only one more foul to give for the Seals here in the half. That'll be the first on Gates. Spencer George back in.
Know where Mr. Hanna is on the inbounds, getting the ball right back.
Over to Pardo. That's a deep three. Got it. Big one there from Hayden Pardo. That's his first of the night. Lead down to 4. 7 seconds to go. George drives. Offensive foul. With 2.8 to go.
Yeah, good job by the Central Mountain defender. I didn't see who that was. I think it was McCluskey, who's able to take the charge. Great job, great defense by Mr. McCluskey.
So that's going to be the second on George headed into the half. 2.8 to go. Hanna will get it. Blocked there by Reich, and that'll do it for the half.
Ooh, that last play was close. That could have been Ryan Reich's third foul and putting Hanna on the foul line. That was a little too close for my liking on that play.
That was. So the Seals led by as many as 9 here in the second quarter, but a big 3 from Hayden Pardo late in the half gets the lead down to 4 for the Seals as they lead at 23-19 here at the break on senior night. We're back after this here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
We got 5 platinums, Mechanicsburg, Lancaster. We got 5 platinums, Harrisburg, Carlisle. We got 5 platinums. Yes, we opened Selinsgrove. We got 5 platinums. And you know we get you done. There is absolutely no better time to sell or trade your vehicle. Visit us at one of our 5 locations or creditpa.com. Platinum, baby.
At Murray Motors Chevrolet, they want you to think fast. Murray Motors Chevrolet, synonymous for great customer care and service, now has a huge inventory of sports cars. That's right, sports cars. Find all makes and all models on the lot at Murray Motors Chevrolet in Selinsgrove. When you have that need for speed, there's only one stop, Murray Motors Chevrolet, Selinsgrove, and online at murraychevy.com. 1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com. A one-of-a-kind experience that you will want to relive time and time again. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge. Their team painstakingly focuses on every detail to ensure that every aspect of your experience is truly breathtaking. Whether it's a date night, special occasion, private events, both big and small, from beginning to end, Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge offers a truly remarkable experience that you and your loved ones will cherish forever. Isabella Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge, Selinsgrove.
New year, new traditions, and all new models here at W&L Subaru. Start those new family traditions in a third-row Subaru Ascent with the best symmetrical all-wheel drive system and up to 27 miles per gallon. Or get off the beaten path in the all-new 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness Edition with even greater ground clearance and upgraded interior and exterior features to handle any adventure. See us off Route 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
A new year brings new savings and 1.9% financing on these select vehicles at Sunbury Motors Ford. You'll appreciate the safety and technology features as well as the savings on this 21 Ford F-150. Enjoy intelligent access with push-button start and the 1.9% financing on this 21 Ford Escape. Experience a high-value modern machine with its LED signature lighting when driving this 22 Ford Explorer.
With our lowest price promise, SMC is where you want to be for your new Ford F-150.
We got 5 platinums, Mechanicsburg, Lancaster. We got 5 platinums, Harrisburg, Carlisle. We got 5 platinums. Yes, we opened Selinsgrove. We got 5 platinums, and you know we get you done. There is absolutely no better time to sell or trade your vehicle. Visit us at one of our 5 locations or creditpa.com. Platinum, baby.
Halftime here in the Grove on senior night for the Seals. It's off to a pretty good start. They've led by as many as 9 here against the Central Mountain Wildcats. They lead by 4 here at the break, 23-19. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you. Ray just kind of talking during the break. I want to go back to the early portion of the second quarter after the Seals had one of their better first quarters that we've seen all year, better quarters overall all year. 2 turnovers offensively right off the bat. And what we've seen a lot of times this year is they would get antsy and then start to force things, and things would kind of fall apart a little bit. Not this time around. They've recovered pretty well, and they've been able to keep their arms length for the most part against the Central Mountain team.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Matt. We've seen it before. They get that bad quarter, things don't go, and then it just tailspins a little bit. And not so tonight. You're right. They executed their offense a little bit better. They ran it a little. Got Spencer George involved in the low post. They had bunch of nice feeds to the low post in that quarter to hang on to the lead. And if I'm Coach Kaiser, defensively held them under 20. That's excellent. You need to continue that. Offensively, let's keep pounding it inside. Let's keep going at them. And so far, that's been the recipe.
Keeping things on the offensive end. It's obvious to say good ball movement equals good things, but that really is the case, and that's something that Justin Kaiser has been trying to establish all year. You're starting to really see that get a good rhythm tonight. Yeah,
if you execute your offense, A, you're going to get a good shot most likely, but B, you're making the other team burn energy playing defense. Sometimes if you're a one-shot or one-passage shot, you're giving the other team a huge break because they're not spending their energy. And the Seals are doing a little bit better job tonight of making Central Mountain play some defense, burn some energy, and that can go a long way in the third and fourth quarter.
No doubt, and the Central Mountain, meanwhile, has already been turnover happy in this whole game so far. They've been very sloppy with the basketball on the offensive end. Seals seniors fittingly leading the way so far in the scoring department. Isaiah Ulrich leading the Seals with 7. 4 so far for Ryan Wright, 6 for Spencer George, 2 for Blake Haddon, 2 for Nate Hackenberger, 2 for Tyrell Gates for Central Mountain, 9 for Jack Hanna, 3 for Hayden Pardo. That came late in the second quarter to get this lead back down to 4. Gaten McCloskey with 1 on a free throw. Ashton Props with 2, and 5 for Levi Schlesinger. Seals winning the first quarter 13-5. Central Mountain, despite still being down 4, did take the second quarter 14-10, but again, Seals were able to recover from a slow start.
Yeah, and you got to know where Jack Hanna is. He showed some signs of some real quickness, real athletic moves against the Seals. So, if I'm Coach Kaiser, I'm saying, hey, we got to know where number 0 is, because that kid looks like he is a legit scorer.
It is. He's been very quick on both ends of the floor tonight. And for the Seals here in the second half, Ray, it's a matter of just keeping what you've been doing well offensively, taking care of the basketball, and just not forcing anything. Let the game kind of come to you, and just don't press if this game were to be close late, as we've seen that time and time again as well throughout the course of the season.
I totally agree with you, Matt. I think that's great analysis, and that's what you got to do. And the kid's got to believe. You're 1 and 12, 1 and 13. You got to believe, and you can say all that stuff, but you have to have faith in your teammates. And you talked about they would have a couple turnovers, a little adversity, and then they'd start to force things, and it would get worse. You got to believe in your system. You got to believe in your teammates, and go out and execute. I think Central Mountain probably going to press. The Seals had a little trouble with it. They had some good looks, but weren't able to convert. So I think if I was Coach Bardot, I think I would be looking to say, hey, let's put a little pressure on these guys. But again, the best way to beat a press, Matt, is don't let them score.
That's exactly right, and the Seals have been able to find some success when it comes to that department. Coming up, we'll have the opening tip for the second half. It's the Seals leading by 4 over the Central Mountain Wildcats, 23-19, here on Senior Night, as we continue on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
A new year brings new savings and 1.9% financing on these select vehicles at Sunbury Motors Ford. You'll appreciate the safety and technology features as well as the savings on this 21 Ford F-150. Enjoy intelligent access with push-button start and the 1.9% financing on this 21 Ford Escape. Experience a high-value modern machine with its LED signature lighting when driving this 22 Ford Explorer.
With our lowest price promise, SMC is where you want to be for your new Ford F-150.
New year, new traditions, and all new models here at W&L Subaru. Start those new family traditions in a third-row Subaru Ascent with the best symmetrical all-wheel drive system and up to 27 miles per gallon. Or get off the beaten path in the all-new 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness Edition with even greater ground clearance and upgraded interior and exterior features to handle any adventure. See us off Route 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations, now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com.
Start of the third quarter here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you. Seals have led by as many as 9 in this one. They take a 4-point lead out of the locker room here into the start of the second half as they try to get win number 2 on the year, snap an 8-game skid, and get a win for these 4 seniors. And off we go here in the second half. Seals with the ball to start off the third. Wright flips it to Ulrich. That's for 3. And the rebound by Probst. Quick shot to start things off. Meanwhile, here comes Pardo in transition. Blocked there from Blake Cadden, who has been terrific on the defensive end.
Blake has a lot of block shots this year. He has such long arms. He's an excellent shot blocker.
Been quiet on the scoreboard tonight, but he has been magnificent defensively. Ulrich for 3, nothing doing.
Hey, 2 good looks for your best shooter. Isaiah didn't make them yet, but they're getting good shots there.
Just 3 threes for both teams combined tonight as Hanna able to have his way. Just 1 for the Seals and 2 for the Wildcats, and Seals lead down to a deuce.
Yeah, the Seals better figure out where Hanna is, and whoever's guarding him needs a little help.
Reich kicks it back to Hackenberger. Back up top to Haddon. That's for 3. That was blocked. Now they're going to say there was some contact there with Ashton Probst, and Haddon root to the hoop for 3 at the line.
Yeah, they're a little high five on that shot at the top, and Blake got to make them pay here and try to knock down some foul shots.
Haddon with just a deuce in that first half. That's the first one there. 50% from the free throw line this year for Blake Haddon. There's one more.
Yep, getting 3. Little confusion.
As a team this year, also been an issue for the Seals. Free throw percentage has been 46%. As a team, Haddon goes 2 of 3 there.
Yeah, we'll take 2 out of 3.
So give Haddon 4 on the night. Broken up there by the Wildcats. Turnaround Jay, no good there from McCloskey.
And again, like we talked about, 1 pass, 1 shot. Seals don't spend any energy on defense on that play.
Reich kicks it out. Ulrich thinking 3, goes baseline to Gates. And they got 2 Seals in one spot. It's Haddon that will take the ball. Haddon crosses up. Gates, that's for 3. Reich made some contact, and that's going to be number 3, and that's kind of ill-advised right there.
Yeah, not a good play by Ryan, and he knows it. And it looks like Coach Kaiser's going to sub him out.
And that's a tough one now, especially for a foul like that as Reese Noggle comes in. Because now if you're Coach Kaiser, you probably can't take that chance, I would think, and you're probably not going to see number 12 for most, if not the rest of this quarter.
Right, depending upon how the game flow goes. But Reese needs to step up, and there's a turnover.
Ulrich there, bounce pass, Hackenberger, try to go back inside. That was blocked by Hanna. Hackenberger, good hustle to get it back. Over to Gates. Noggle for 3. Oh, yeah, Reese Noggle with his first 3 of the game. And it's a big one as the Seals go back up by 7.
Huge basket by Reese, coming off the bench for Ryan Wright, and not afraid to pull the trigger and drained it. Great play by Reese.
First point of the game as well for Reese Noggle. Big shot there. McCloskey working against Gates, goes inside for Hanna, can't get the roll, and the putback, though, was good by Ashton Props, who's been a problem here in the start this third quarter, and a timeout is called by Tyler Bardo.
Yeah, Ashton Props kind of reminds me of Blake Haddon. He's tall and lanky, long arms, and he's been doing a good job on defense and offense for the Wildcats.
And for the Seals, again, we've seen things in this game, Ray, that have made the difference in them keeping the lead that we haven't seen throughout the course of the season. We talked about being able to recover after a couple of bad turnovers to start the second quarter. Here in the third quarter now, your lead gets cut down to a deuce. You work it back up to 7, highlighted by the big shot there from Reese Noggle right off the bench.
Yeah, and a team effort. Great job by Reese. Normally a starter coming off the bench today, and had the confidence to shoot that shot in the corner. Huge basket for the Seals. And the other thing that's been impressive so far, the Seals, the turnovers are way down, and that's huge. They're not getting empty possessions. So good job so far by the Seals. And again, as we talked about at halftime, if I'm Central Mountain, I'm pressing, and it looks like they're setting up some type of full court press. Looks like again a 1-2-2, maybe half court, 3/4 court trap.
Yep, looks to definitely be that way. Well, now they back off a little bit.
Yeah, just man-to-man.
Yep.
Looked like they were going to trap. They still might.
Noggle, try for the backdoor pass there for Ulrich, not there. Ulrich again, nothing doing. Good defense here from Central Mountain. Seals showing patience here with the ball. Ulrich shot fake, Hackenberger wide open 3. Nothing doing there, that was off the front of the rim. They've been transition now with Central Mountain. Hook shot, no good from McCloskey, rebounded by Pardo. Getting another chance for an offensive rebound, and he's fouled and root to the hoop for Hayden Pardo.
Good job by Hayden Pardo to keep the ball alive and able to pick up the foul.
And that's going to be the second foul now on Tyrell Gates. Pardo just 3 points in that first half after the monster game against Lewisburg.
And looking at Coach Bardo over there, he was signaling to his players, let's press after this. So press coming on the make here.
There's 2 of 2 for Pardo, the second leading scorer for the Wildcats. Now let's see what the Seals can do against the press. And Ulrich got lucky there as he was double-teamed and cornered, but they will get Pardo. No, yes, they will get Pardo for the reach-in.
And Coach Kaiser calling a timeout. He wants to talk about his press break here. Again, key to this looks like they're trying to do a full-court trap. Keep the ball out of the corner. And we've talked about this before. If the ball goes to the corner, everybody that's pressing knows exactly what they have to do. Try to beat it up the middle and avoid the traps.
That's exactly right. So this good timeout there from Justin Kaiser to kind of get everybody on the same page as far as that's concerned. And also, it's also critical for that reason, too, because now you have two of your seniors in a little bit of foul trouble. Ryan Wright picked up his third, and now Tyrell Gates would, too, who's actually been pretty good tonight. So that's something else you got to keep in mind, especially making sure that you take care of the basketball now.
Yeah, and more it's going to hurt with Ryan Wright being a guard and being the senior leader, the kid with the confidence to make the good passes and to kind of be the field general out there. So Reese Noggle is, again, he's point guard. He's going to have to step up and do a good job against the press.
Seals lead was at 7, but quickly back down to 3 out of the timeout here. And officials conferencing about something.
Yeah,
I think it was Ed Hobenstein, one of our officials, had said the foul was on 5. There is no 5 out there right now, and it was 3,
right,
which is on Hayden Pardo, as I thought it was when they called it. Out of the timeout, press picked up there by the Seals nicely. Good pass, but George is stripped of the ball as he's going up to the basket.
Yeah, good block by Probst. Again, we talked about the long arms, and he did a nice job on the block.
Central Mountain at least looking to get back within 1. Ball bouncing around, trying to get the offensive putback, and George able to rip it down. Wide open, Hackenberg in transition, almost got it to go on the reverse lay-in.
And not a good angle. They need to take that nice 45-degree angle to make that shot.
Pardo almost got Noggle to bite, but gets his own putback. And now it's a 1-point game. Another guy that can't get hot for Central Mountain is number 3. A lot of wild passes here for the Seals trying to break this up. Finally, Noggle will settle things down.
Yeah, they need to execute their offense and get a good shot.
Noggle will go to Bastion, who tried to split the D, and again, that's something that you can't force. It's not there, and the Seals turn it over.
Yeah, Gavin tried to split 2 defenders, and with no luck, and Mr. Pardo hit a big 3. He's having a heck of a quarter. That's his 7th point of the quarter.
Second 3 of the game, and Central Mountain with their first lead. So now how do the Seals respond? Nearly turned over again. McCloskey was right there for it on George on the baseline, and now another roll of the dice here from Justin Kaiser as Ryan Wright comes back in along with Blake Haddon.
Yeah, I like this call. You need to get Ryan back in the game, settle things down, especially against the press. You have another good passer coming into the game.
I would agree. Especially, again, as we've talked about before, with 1 win, sure, you're mathematically alive for the postseason still, but if you're the Seals, you're playing with house money at this point. Haddon trying to find some room. Gives it off to Reich. Reich floats it for 2. Nothing doing there. Schlesinger was battling for it, and an offensive foul here against the Seals.
Yeah, I think they got Ryan Reich over the back, and yes, they did, and that is his 4th. That's big trouble for the Seals. And
now I would think he's definitely done for the quarter.
Yeah.
Ryan Reich uncharacteristically unable to take care of himself in the foul department when his coach is counting on him to stay in the game. Seals got a turnover here, though. Trailing by 2, first time tonight. Haddon almost traveled, and there it is.
He did, yeah. Yep, he picked up the pivot foot as he tried to make that shot.
So out goes Reich once again. Bastion back in for the Seals.
Seals need to slow it down on offense and like we said, make Central Mountain burn some energy by playing defense.
Again, that's been working for him in this game. And nicely done there from Ashton Props, who's able to split a couple of Seals defenders. And Central Mountain all of a sudden with their largest lead at 4.
Yeah, Seals did not play good defense on that play. No help defense.
George had that pass tipped. Ulrich for 3. Oh, yeah, Isaiah Ulrich with a big shot for the Seals, back within 1, but look out for Pardo the other way, and George going to be called for the foul. He doesn't like it. I thought he had all ball, but I think there was some contact anyway.
Yeah, I think there's a little contact down below, and, good job by Central Mountain getting the ball down the floor very quickly after the Ulrich 3.
So now that's the third foul on Spencer George. So you got Ryan Wright with 4, Spencer George with 3. Pardo able to knock it down from the free throw line, who's had, after a quiet first half, he's been a big part of this third quarter for Central Mountain.
Yeah, 8 points so far by Hayden Pardo, and he's been public enemy number 1 for the Seals right now.
Perfect from the line that time. And Central Mountain extends the lead back to 3. Ulrich thinking 3 again, over to Gates, who also has 2 fouls himself.
Central Mountain doing a really good job playing in-your-face man-to-man. They picked it up defensively here in the third quarter.
Ulrich, great pass for Haddon down low, who was open. Seals back within 1.
Yeah, really nice pass by Isaiah. Got Blake the easy basket.
Essex Taylor trying for the pass for Pardo, unable to keep it in bounds.
That's what we like to see. Score and then get a turnover. Good job again on the press by the Seals. And Central Mountain backing off, just playing half-court man-to-man. Good news for the Seals.
And now they look to go back in front. Ulrich trying to find some room. Haddon thinking 3. Goes inside to Gates. Gates stripped from behind by Schlesinger, who's also been some trouble for the Seals tonight too.
Yeah, Schlesinger did real good help defense, doubled down on the post and created the turnover.
Now let's see if Central Mountain will work it 2 for 1 here. Hannah flips it over to Pardo. That's for 3. Bouncing around, and yet another offensive rebound for Central Mountain. And then a travel called against Central Mountain as Person was on the floor, unable to get back up and get rid of the ball.
Yeah, Person took the roll, and if you roll over with the ball, that is a travel.
So the Seals, with 30 seconds exactly left here in the third, will look to go back in front again. Gates flips it over to Noggle. Had a big 3 earlier in the quarter. Down to 12 seconds. Seals probably holding for the last shot. Down to 7 seconds. Down to 5, down to 4. Got to get it off. Down to 2, down to 1. Haddon lets it go, and that'll do it. Not the shot I'm sure the Seals were looking for there. As they end the quarter up by 7 and all of a sudden trailing by 1. After 3, Central Mountain 34, Seals 33. Fourth quarter coming up on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
At Murray Motors Chevrolet, they want you to think fast. Murray Motors Chevrolet, synonymous for great customer care and service, now has a huge inventory of sports cars. That's right, sports cars. Find all makes and all models on the lot at Murray Motors Chevrolet in Selinsgrove. When you have that need for speed, there's only one stop, Murray Motors Chevrolet, Selinsgrove, and online at murraychevy.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Selinsgrove. Matt Catrillo, Ray Moyer here with you. Seals have led by as many as 9 in this game. They led by as many as 7 in the third quarter, but find themselves trailing by 1 here to start the fourth. And Ray, out of all the quarters that the Seals have been outscored, in the third quarter in particular has been the worst. And once again, the third quarter bit the Seals as they were outscored 15-10, and that was maybe the classic stinky quarter right there, though we have seen worse.
Well, let's hope that was the bad quarter. I mean, yeah, you got outscored by 5, which isn't the end of the world, but the Seals have their work cut out for them. Both teams know what's at stake with trying to make a playoff chance, and especially for the Seals here, they got to come out and play a strong fourth quarter.
Nearly had a steal there from Haddon. Now it's Gates against Schlesinger. Schlesinger goes back inside. Haddon with another block on the night on Person.
He is so good at that block shot.
Ulrich for three. Rims in and out. Patton, though, with the offensive board. Goes back to Ulrich now. Seals still looking to go in front. Haddon for three and the lead. Nothing doing there. Person with the rebound. Gates gets it back, though. Floats it for two. Gets his own miss. Now battling for it, and timeout called smartly there by Justin Kaiser.
Great job by Terrell Gates, keeping it alive, pulling down the rebound. Also good job by Coach Kaiser seeing that Terrell was in trouble and got a timeout. Good hustle by Terrell Gates.
Especially good timeout from the first-year coach and Justin Kaiser, because Seals were finally starting to get some momentum again. Had a couple of good looks from Haddon that didn't fall. You're getting some offensive rebounds. Now the Seals can start fresh here to try to take the lead on this possession.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if Isaiah Ulrich gets a open three, either the corner or the top of the key is their go-to play.
No question there. Something tells me number 5 is going to be key here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Isaiah's going to need to step up, and we'll also be watching how long does Coach Kaiser wait before number 12, Ryan Wright, gets back in the game.
That's true. You have Ulrich with 10 leading the way for the Seals scoring tonight. You have Spencer George with 3 fouls, Ryan Wright, of course, with 4. And so that'll be something to keep an eye on as this chess match continues here in the fourth for Justin Kaiser.
Yeah, and guys like Gavin Bastion and Reese Noggle, they need to step up and play great defense and, take some opportunities and get some opportunity baskets to keep the Seals right in the game.
And Reese Noggle did that earlier in the third to preserve the then Selinsgrove lead with a 3. And the Seals looking to go back in front here out of the timeout. And an offensive foul called here against the Seals, and that's not what you want out of the timeout.
Yeah, that was a moving screen. They were trying to get Isaiah a look in the corner, and Gavin found the guy that he was supposed to screen, but he was moving when he hit him.
You also have to keep this in mind, too. Not even 2 minutes into this fourth quarter, and the Seals already only have 2 more fouls to give the rest of the way. Some half-court press there from the Seals, nearly stolen there, and then laid in by Brett Gerlach.
Yeah, nice drive by Gerlach. Went right down Broadway and made an easy basket.
Seals now can tie with a 3. Ulrich will try for it, and he hits it down. Oh, yeah, for number 5. That's his third 3 of the ball game.
Yeah, good call, Matt, saying 3 will tie the game up, and that's exactly what they got.
Tied at 36. Wide open is Hannah. Spins around. Kicks it back out. McCloskey thinking 3. Now drives, working against Haddon. Bastion nearly stolen away. Back across to Schlesinger. Good ball movement here from the Wildcats. Student section now getting loud on the other side of the court. Hannah splits a couple of defenders nicely. Blocked by Reese Noggle. And there's your big play from number 4. And then turned over there by Haddon trying to split the defense.
Great defense by Noggle to get that block, and then a little crazy basketball here right now, Matt.
McCloskey almost had it. Hannah for 3. Got it. Jack Hannah, that's his first 3 of the game, and that is a deadly one right there as the Wildcats go back up by 3.
Yeah, and Hannah's been pretty quiet here in the second half, and another turnover by the Seals. And Mr. Reich and Mr. George are both coming into the game.
With 4 and 3 fouls respectively, and Ashton Props back in too for Central Mountain.
If I'm Central Mountain, whoever is covering or whoever Ryan Reich is covering, I think I'm going to go right at him and try to get him out of the game. So Ryan really has to guard against that.
Seals trying some trapping there, and they'll get the charge there against Hackenberger.
Jeff Bauer was about to put his hand behind his back, and then he changed it and called it a charge. Could have gone either way.
That'll be the second foul on Hackenberger. 1 more foul to give now for the Seals the rest of the way. Inside pass off the hands of Probst. Can the Seals convert? Again, trying to tie with a 3. Wright will try it. And Pardo gets the rebound. Seals now need some stops.
I don't like Ryan Wright on Hannah. Hannah is a super quick, great driver. I want to switch on that if I can.
And miscommunication there as Props was trying to go down to Gerlach in the post.
Yeah, he just threw it away. He tried to throw the lob, and it went to the cafeteria. Good D by the Seals.
We'll try to, again, to go and tie the game with a 3. Hackenberger looking for something to happen. Lost the ball in the process. And then Reich somehow gets it back on his knees and lays it in for 2. Talk about that hustle there from the senior.
Are you kidding me? He was dribbling with the ball on his knees, got up and made a layup. Great play by Ryan Reich.
And then the Seals get it back again. Hackenberger for the lead. Got the roll. Seniors contributing there all along. Fittingly enough, Seals back in front.
Yeah, great play by Nate Hackenberger. Made that little floater. And the place has come alive here, Matt.
Seals trying some traps again in the corners. Pardo for 3. Got it. Hayden Pardo really starting to heat up now from beyond the arc. That is his 4th 3 of the game.
Yeah, you got to know where he's at. If you're trying to trap or whatever, you got to know where he is. He just wound up and took a wide open shot and made the Seals pay.
Central Mountain back up 2. Noggle thinking 3, floats it. Got it. And we're tied again at 42. Back and forth we go.
Another big basket. No.
Oh, no. And there is the 5th foul on Ryan Reich. And you called it there, Coach.
Yeah.
That was against Hannah right there.
Yeah, I don't like that matchup when you have your best defender with 4 fouls. You don't want to put them on their best offensive driver, and that's exactly what happened. And a great job by Hannah to pick up the fouls. Seals are going to have to do it without their best defender right now.
And a double whammy. This now puts Central Mountain into the single bonus. 1 of 1 here for Hannah. Misses it. Offensive rebound by Pardo, but then he traveled to the Seals catch a break.
Huge break for the Seals.
Wow.
Missed foul shot by Hannah and looked like an offensive rebound, and it was a turnover.
3.5 to go in regulation, tied at 42. Without Ryan Reich now the rest of the way. Ulrich for 3. Oh, yeah! The senior again with his 4th 3 of the game. Seals back in front.
Clutch shot by Isaiah Ulrich. Followed up with a stop.
For 3. Off the mark for McCloskey. Noggle with the rebound. 3 minutes to go. Seals got to just be careful and not force anything here on the offensive side of things. And move the ball.
Yeah, make Central Mountain play defense. Break them down. Run your offense.
Ulrich now top of the key. Inside to George. And a travel against the Seals.
Yeah, tough turnover there for the Seals. Right idea. Make Central Mountain play their defense. Break them down. Try to get yourself an easy shot. Now they got to follow it up with a stop here.
Hannah calling for the switch you see there. Back over to Pardo, thinking 3. Goes back to Hannah.
2-man game there with the best 2 players for Central Mountain.
No doubt. Crowd getting into it now again. George nearly forced the turnover there. Central Mountain keeps it. They're running clock now. 2 to go. Blocked there by Blake Haddon. That's his 4th block of the game on Jake Hannah.
Great job by Blake coming all the way across the lane. He looked like an NBA player there and just swatted that ball out of bounds. Great job by Blake.
2:03 to go. Central Mountain still looking for the tie with a 3. Props inside, unable to get it to go. Gets his own putback, and he misses again. Ulrich gets the rebound.
Seals dodge a bullet there. Props wide open, missed the easy basket.
And now a timeout called by Justin Kaiser with 1:46 to go. Seals protecting the 3-point lead.
Yeah, and you have all the time in the world here. Run your offense, make them foul you. And the Wildcats only have 2 team fouls, so they have a lot of fouls to give here in the next minute 46 seconds. And look for that. If I'm Coach Bardeau over there, I'm saying, hey, go for the ball, be aggressive. If you foul, who cares? Because you have a lot to give here.
But I must say, Ray, this has been the grittiest and best executed fourth quarter that we've seen all year.
Yeah, and so far so good here, Matt. Minute 46, but you're absolutely right. And it's not just Isaiah Ulrich, Reese Noggle stepping up big, Nate Hackenberger with a basket. So they're all contributing. But right now, hey, if I'm Coach Kaiser, take care of the ball. You know, if they score at the other end, they're going to press us. Know where you're supposed to be on the press. Take your time against the press, right? Don't make the easy pass. You know, and it's all fundamentals. They practice this. They know what to do, but now they got to go out and do it.
Still plenty of time in this one with the 3-point game and 1:46 to go. Seals also trying to close this one out without Ryan Wright, who fouled out earlier in the quarter. Inbound will go to Ulrich. Seals, I'm sure, will try to run some clock too. Just run that offense, make the Wildcats work.
Keep the ball out of the corner. You don't want to go there because you're going to get trapped.
Haddon now handling the ball. Goes over to Noggle. Here's the trap attempt. Haddon was open there. Noggle thinking 3. Now back to George. Good ball movement here. Got to get it out of the corner, and it was tipped in there. It's the problem there. Out to Pardo in transition. Pardo got it and a foul. Seals could not put the ball in the corner as we have been talking through this. Leads to a turnover, and now Pardo can tie it at the line.
Yeah, you got to make sure, okay, the play's over. Make sure you get this rebound if he misses it. And if he does make it tie the game, you got to beat the press. Press is going to come if they score.
And Pardo continues to have a deadly second half.
Yeah, he is playing really well. We got him for 14 points in the second half.
After just 3 in the first, and that came late in the half.
Yeah, that was a very late 3 that he made the halftime score close, and we got a timeout by Central Mountain.
45-44, 1:13 to go. Seals trying to close this one out for the seniors and to end the 8-game losing streak and win number 2 on the year, but there's still plenty of work to do here.
Yeah, and how appropriate the PA is playing, Don't Stop Believing. and that's what they got to do. They got to trust each other here, break the press, and again, execute offense. If it's tie, you know, then you got to start looking. Let's get Isaiah a good shot. Run. They've had a really good job of running that little cross screen in the paint with somebody curling on that, and that would be a huge play. Right now, you got to say, let's hope he misses this, and above all, let's secure the rebound. Right? If he does score, they're going to press you. Run your press break. Everybody get where they belong and run the press.
We've mentioned quarters that have been unkind for the Seals all year. So is overtime. They're 0-2 this season. One against Danville, the other against Mifflin County. So we'll see if the Seals can try to avoid that. As Pardo will try to tie it at the free throw line. Pardo is 3 of 5 from the line tonight. 2 of 5 from the line tonight. And he misses it there. Gates gets the rebound. Seals still up 1.
Great job of Tyrell Gates, doing a really good job. Good substitution by Coach Kaiser to get Tyrell in there just to get the rebound.
Now the press. Got to get out of the corner, and a bad pass from Ulrich. Stolen there from McCloskey. Again, the Seals with a critical turnover in the waning minute of the game, and now Haddon will be called from the foul from behind, and now you'll have Ashton Props with an opportunity to give Central Mountain the lead, or at least tie it, with a 1-of-1 opportunity. That'll be the second on Blake.
And Probst is a 57% foul shooter, so maybe not the worst guy to foul, although you don't want to foul here.
And the Seals now are only 1 foul away from putting Central Mountain into the double bonus as well. And Central Mountain's in terrific shape. They still have 5 fouls to give. Fouls are 9-2 right now.
Yeah, and again, Seals got to get the rebound here on a miss.
And that's good. We're tied as Ashton Props knocks down the first. 6 points, just under 6 points per game coming into tonight as well.
Right at his average with 7.
This for the lead. Missed it, but picked up though by Pardo on the offensive board. And now Central Mountain can run some clock. Tied at 45.
Yeah, if I'm Central Mountain, I'm holding it for one shot. And we'll take our chances, get the last shot. If we go into overtime, we go into overtime, but I'm holding it.
I wouldn't blame you there. Inside to Props. Props reverse lay and gets it to go with 20 seconds to go. Justin Kaiser's going to let him play, but now he's going to call a timeout. So 47-45, Central Mountain back in the lead with 15 seconds to go. And Ray, the stuff we've talked about, the turnovers, the offensive boards, again, comes back to bite the Seals, and now they got to try to tie the game, or maybe they'll try to go for the win with a 3 here. We'll see.
Yeah, what a tough play by Props. I mean, we're talking like hold it for the last shot, he makes a really tough underneath reverse layup to give the Wildcats the lead. Great play by him, and now here's where the 2 fouls can really be an advantage to Central Mountain. They can just keep fouling and keep the Seals from winning any kind of plays and basically foul the rest of the way and, keep the Seals from getting any shots.
Exactly right. And if you hold the Seals here, of course the Seals now have to foul. You put yourself in the line, and vice versa. You can foul them the other way, or if you get in a situation where maybe it's a 1-point game, depending on how free throws go, that's a tremendous advantage for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Seals need to probably looking to get Isaiah a good look somewhere, whether it's a 3 or a 2 or whatever, and then second option, whoever's screened should be the next option on this play. It looks like they're going to run Isaiah deep and give him the ball. Don't be surprised if they're going to run their double high offense here with 15 seconds to go. If you're the Seals, get the first quickest, best shot you can get.
15.2 to go. Inbound to Ulrich. Ulrich goes over to Gates. Gates to Haddon, and Haddon's fouled.
Yep, and that's what we're talking about. They can just keep fouling, let them inbound it again, foul them again.
9.6 to go. Inbound to Hackenberger. And now Hackenberger fouled, so here we go.
And again, good job by Coach Bardeau calling these fouls. That's exactly what he should be doing. Wildcats are doing what they should do. A little confusion where the ball is going to go, and timeout by Central Mountain to talk things over what they want to do on defense here.
But at that, if you're the Seals, Ray, especially at this point, you're going to be inbounding from the side here on the near side of the court. You can get the ball into someone like Isaiah Ulrich's hands right off the bat, and you can get contact right away and try to be in the act of shooting. Maybe you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah, but one of the things you talk about if you're Central Mountain is, hey, don't foul the shooter.
True.
Right? You get them when they're putting the ball on the floor. Let's foul them. Make the opportune find. If he's shooting, do not foul. We used to practice that. End of game situations. How do you intentionally foul? When do you foul? And that's hopefully if you're Central Mountain, hopefully they understand that. The Seals got to understand that they need to get a shot off pretty quickly, or they're going to get fouled before they even shoot.
8.2 to go. Seals can go in front with a 3 or tie with a 2 here. Noggle trying to find the inbound. Got to get it in, and will smartly just send it offhand his foot.
Yeah, great play by Reese. The clock was ticking there. He almost got a 5 count, so heads up play by Reese. Seals need to execute their play better.
Noggle will try it again. This time gets into Haddon, and now Haddon's fouled. And I think that time, Ray, Haddon hesitated for half a second, and if that might have been an opportunity to get maybe something off there. It's tough, though.
Yeah, I don't think Blake knew where the defender was. He was concentrated on catching the ball, which is what he should be doing. And, again, a heads-up play by Central Mountain to foul.
And they have 2 more fouls to give. Inbound to Haddon. 5 seconds to go. 4 seconds. Got to get it. Oh, no, there's a foul. Didn't hear the whistle there. So 3.8 to go.
And great job by Central Mountain whittling this down to 3.8 seconds. Now they can't foul. Now they have to play defense. Now the Seals got to you have time for 2 dribbles and a shot.
Noggle to Ulrich, 3 seconds. Ulrich with 2. Ulrich for the win! Short. And that is going to do it. The Selinsgrove Seals had a good control of this game, led by as many as 9, led by as many as 7 earlier in this fourth quarter. And the Central Mountain Wildcats grind out a big win on the road to spoil senior night for the Seals, 47-45. And Ray, we were talking about the season big picture. You were hoping to pull out a win for the Seals, and this is just another crushing loss after another lately, including the loss to Danville. But we talked about before with the senior class, knowing the character of this team, they'll be frustrated, sure, but you just got to keep believing that then maybe they'll find a way to keep motivation going
and
here.
Looking at the body language as they're going off the floor, this one really hurt.
Yeah.
They played really well. They just didn't execute some things down the stretch. They had some trouble against the press. Had a lead, turned it over, and give credit to Central Mountain. They played very hard, and they created the turnovers. So, but that's a heartbreaker for the seniors on their senior night, and they played really well. Just had a couple lapses, and Central Mountain took advantage of it.
That they did. A 47-45 victory tonight for the Central Mountain Wildcats. They snap a 4-game skid, and they improve to 5-9 on the year. That's their second road win of the year. Seals will now fall to 1-14, and the losing streak now extends to 9. But luckily, Ray, you can quickly turn the page because you got to be back here tomorrow afternoon for Blue Mountain.
Yeah, I might just stay here. I've spent a lot of hours in this gym over the years. I've never slept overnight in this gym. I don't think tonight's going to be the first either. But,
I don't think so.
But yeah, you're right, Matt. The good news is, hey, you can take this bitter loss tonight, and you don't have to sit on it really long because you can come out. And tomorrow they have a very tough Blue Mountain team. Blue Mountain traditionally has been a real power in the Schuylkill League, and they're having a pretty good year. And so the Seals are going to have a really tough opponent at home tomorrow.
That they will, as they try to shake this one off. Another just back-breaking, heartbreaking loss for the Selinsgrove Seals as they fall in the waiting seconds of this one to the Central Mountain Wildcats here at home on senior night, 47-45. But we will be back with you tomorrow afternoon right here from Selinsgrove as the Seals will play host to Blue Mountain. Brian Christiana will be back with you along with Ray Moyer. Then I'll return with you, Ray, Monday as this homestand continues, as East Pennsboro will come to town on Monday. So I will see you then.
Sounds good. A lot of basketball this weekend.
That it certainly is. So thanks again to Nick and Emily and Max, our crew here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Again, the final, Central Mountain 47 and Selinsgrove 45. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time tomorrow afternoon here on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.